Tonight we have a special presentation for Cynthia Canterbury from West Park.
Well, what we do is we identify needy students at our school, and after a screening process we buy gifts for the family, and through the donations of some organizations here in town, our students all got sweatshirts, nice sweatshirts, bags of socks, and each family gets a game and a big tin of popcorn, and then a toy for each child. And we organize that through our angel tree, and there's an angel on the tree for each gift, and then we organize them and send them on to the family.
But as you can see in 11 and 12, the legislative analyst is projecting about a $21 billion shortfall. And then it gets even worse, $23 billion again, and then the projection is $20 billion and finally $18 billion. They're projecting that we don't get back to where we were in December of 2007 until 2015. We lost this year $1,430 per kid to state budget cuts. So what this graph shows, it tells school district when the state is not going to give us the cash that they owe us that month. And as you can see, in February, they're going to withhold almost all of our cash payment from February. Your budget's being cut at the same time that they're paying you your cash late, at the same time that you've got declining enrollment, and your budget would be declining anyway. So 85.3% of your budget is all dedicated to employee salaries and benefits. That only leaves, what, 14.7% remaining for everything else. You've only got 3.4% of your budget dedicated to books and supplies. Your books and supplies, by the way, by supplies, that you take that in the broadest sense of the word. That's also the diesel fuel for your buses and tires for your buses and toilet tissue and floor cleaner and every other supply you can think of. If I add up books and supplies, services, and capital outlay, I get 12.5% of your budget. The remaining 2.2% of your budget is money going to this office, the county superintendent, for special education services that they charge you for. So that adds up to 100% of your budget. So when you're going to make reductions, guess where it's going to come? Because it can only come from one place.
So as far as the audit itself, I'm just going to quickly review the 6 sections of it. Pages 1 and 2 of the audit report are our opinion. And it's our opinion on the fairness of the financial statements presented by the district, because these are your financial statements. Southern Kern received an unqualified opinion, which means that it's our belief that the financial position is fairly stated. So that's the best opinion you can get. The second finding is a finding on student bodies, which student bodies are a very small portion of the district, but it's also that small portion of the district where there's cash involved, true cash involved. So we take a pretty critical look at the student body funds, and any time the district is collecting cash for students on students' behalf, we say there are certain regulations or certain standards they should try to meet. Finding number 3 talks about some timing differences related to AR and AP. Finding number 4 recommends that the district get a GASB 45 actuarial study. I think I've been told that you've ordered it already. Finding 5 recommends that the district continue to modify and maintain their fixed asset listing. Finding number 6 relates to the multi-funded timesheets. And the district needs to maintain a time log in order to make sure they're adequately apportioning salaries to the proper funds.
The honor and privilege of Rotary membership carries with it duties and obligations. You will be expected to attend club meetings, to perform your share of club service, and to lend your knowledge and talents to this club. You are a representative of your vocation in this club, and you are also a Rotary ambassador, and it becomes your duty to carry the ideals and principles of service in your life. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service, specifically through, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business. Third, the application of the ideal of service in your personal, business, and community life. And fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service.
Traffic lights on 30th and 35th, it's a great improvement. However, I think some synchronization issues need to be addressed. You know, you can be coming traffic. I mean, the lights just don't seem to be synchronized, you know, in a logical order. The so-called repair job, I'll call it, on Rosamond Boulevard, just on either side of the overpass. I don't know who did that, but that's terrible. That road is now like a washboard. I mean, when they filled in some of those small potholes, they actually elevated the fill instead of flushing it out or flattening it out. So you're now, instead of dipping, you're bumping.
East side off United, and I know some ground was being broke at United Rosamond Boulevard, and I found out it's going to be an 81 unit apartment complex. I was wondering when did that plan start? I heard it was going to be a senior citizens apartment complex, and again, I've already heard that it's changed to a low income.
Total revenues did decrease 20%, or 1.2 million, due primarily to a decrease in capital contributions for infrastructure of 1.2 million, just about that same number. And of course, we did see also a decrease in investment earnings over that period due to market fluctuations and interest rates diving into a low position during that period of time. However, while charges for services for your operations did increase to 77 during that period. Total expenses, however, increased 15.35%, or 1 million, due to a 274 increase in salaries and benefits expense, 523 increase in operating expenses, and 151 increase in depreciation expense, and 149 for interest expense on the debt that is outstanding with the district at this point in time. So, all in all, what had occurred during the period, a decrease in revenues overall, some increases in expenditures during the period there, which ended up with a net asset decrease during that period of $2.8 million.
We can get it done in time before they...
You know what, let's go one more over.
Well, there's not much more to do on it, is there? I mean, really, just the gates and the jumps, and then...
Yeah, get some ramps set up and we should be there.
Uh-huh. Are you guys gonna try it?
On bicycles.